ready to get this game started. Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And another week is officially underway. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
As you take the field coming off of a bye week, you really want to take advantage of what you just did. The self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of this season, and make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
Running for the marker on second. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. They kick the running back in motion. 3rd and short, here's Purdy. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
First down throw by Purdy. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook. He knocked him back across the line.
Kittle brings it in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. To throw again, it's Purdy. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
They send a receiver in motion right. Purdy throwing here on first. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Play action now with Purdy. Intercepted in the end zone. Rick Woolen with the INT.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On the draw, it's Walker. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. So before this is punted away, officials stepping in. Looks like a timeout was called by the receiving team. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost him. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular
Yep.
right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. No gain on second down, and they need 2 here on third. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He gets 6 on that play. And that's a 49er first down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 47. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. From the gun is Purdy. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
That finds Ayuk complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. That throw finds Kittle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. They are throwing it again. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. Now a toss play with Dobbins. And this one's going to come to a stop down at the 13-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers sent up inside the red zone. 3rd down from the gun. This throw is cut. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get the game's first points here in the 2nd. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Extra point is up and good from Sly. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting second right now across the league in rushing yards. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Staying with Walker. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Walker gets the pitch. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Bernardo Green with that tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Running with Walker again. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Brought down by Fred Warner.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Cut for big yards on the right side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Drop. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Trying again following the sack. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks start to fight back with their first points of this game. Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Seahawks tie this game 7-7. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Carter on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. On target to Dobbins. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. They motion Tucker over left. Purdy on 1st down. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up. Running back sent in motion. Back to the air on 2nd. Purdy. Short pass brought in. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by Reek Woolen. Purdy setting up that play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And 4th and 4 coming up. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Walker on 1st down. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down. They're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Chased out to his right. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. It's the Seahawks with a 3rd and 3. Now to throw. Delivered to the sideline. Smith-Njigba brings it in. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it sets up Seattle with first down. Now Darnold. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. Into the hands of Walker.
That defense, it'll give up that completion every time. They don't just like it, they love it. Because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle, or in this case, run him right out of bounds.
Pass complete to Walker. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
The 49er offense headed out now late in the half. And with just under 40 seconds left to go, Brock, they can try a drive, but they got to hurry. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Kittle brings it in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. From the 38. That's taken in by Tucker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. They have themselves another 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. First down throw by Purdy. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That is the and I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're up and running once again. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seahawks are ready for another drive on offense as Jackson, Smith, and Jigba heads out. And this truly has been an excellent campaign for him, sitting among the NFL's top 5 in receiving yards. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A give up the gut to Walker. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They're going play action. He rolls to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Here's Darnold. He's on the move. He's running for it. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. Pretty throwing here on 1st. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Running back sent in motion. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Could not beat the defender there. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down. From the gun is Purdy. Brought in by Ayuk. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
1st down, San Francisco.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. He's got Ayuk on that slant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. That's complete to Dobbins. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Play action now with Purdy. He's got it near the 8. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Nothing on that play, and now we have 2nd and goal. Purdy looking to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 3rd and goal, Purdy. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Sly gets the extra point to go. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Seahawks 7.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 27-yard line.
Throwing out to the left. Cut. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. He gets 6 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Now an inside give to Walker. And has a lane past the 45. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. And because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And he's able to take this one down to the 25. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Walker reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Evans now to return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They kick the running back in motion. Purdy on first down. Hits his running back. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A give now from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. It's a 3-yard gain, only a yard shy of the marker on 3rd down. Now it's Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. New set of downs for him from the 46. Purdy throwing here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw, here's Purdy. Kittle brings it in. And this one does not go far.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Seahawks returning their offense and this running back to the field. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. Walker now from the gun. And he'll only drive this forward to around the 26. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Walker. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. Running back sent in motion. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Good for a Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play action on 1st down. And that throw just too high for him. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. To the ground with Walker. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Back to throw it. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to...
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
Third and long, and that coordinator decides to dial up the pressure, and they get to the quarterback. You know why I love this call, Kate? It's not just because of the aggressive makeup, but you really dictate to that offense. Third and extra long is a great time to blitz, because either you get home like that, or the ball's got to come out way short of the sticks. Job well done defensively.
This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Purdy to throw it. He'll get this to Tucker. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. 49ers only up by a few. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Dobbins trying the right side. And he's brought down for a loss. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Brought in by Ayuk near the sideline. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. All right, here we go. Second down. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 7 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They kick the running back in motion. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Setting up to pass. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.